Hi YouTube, my name is Heather and I love anti-MLM content here on YouTube. Today I am really excited for us to listen to about 3 minutes of a Beachbody team call with one of the top Beachbody coaches, Jamie Fitzpatrick. He is going to tell us about the stupid high amount he is paid hourly, 24 hours a day from his Beachbody business. So I'm excited to get started and I'd love to hear what you think below.
Overcompensated for what we do. Like, it's a good thing. I'm not complaining about it. Like, I'm not, and someone that you could put the income disclaimer in the thing, and I'm not trying to.
Of course you're not complaining about it because you and your wife are millionaires because of the massive downline that you've created. So obviously you're not going to complain.
Come across as a douchebag or gross or talk about income or how much money we make, but we are grossly overcompensated. Like,
if you follow Beachbody, you know that Jamie and Kim Fitzpatrick, they are husband and wife, and they're very, very well-known, famous coaches in Beachbody. I find it funny that he's like, oh, I don't want to come across negative and just be talking about how much money we make, but that's all he's doing for the next couple of minutes. Good start so far.
I'm a numbers guy. I work things out. If you have any doubts about what this business is, I'm going to share this with you because I hope it inspires you. I hope you look at the number and go, you know, even if I could do 5 or 10% of that, it would change my family's life.
No one in his downline is going to get 5 or 10% of the amount he's going to tell us.
Even though I'm not an employee and I'm an entrepreneur and I run this business like an entrepreneur, I do know what Kim and I earn on an hourly basis, 24 hours a day. Whether I'm on a call with you, whether I'm playing at the park with my kids, whether I'm sleeping in bed at 3 a.m, whether I'm watching Netflix or whatever, I know what we earn 24 hours a day as the clock ticks. This hour goes by, this hour. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, but that's the residual income part of this business.
We all understand what residual income is. It means income you make when you're not actively working. We get it.
Guys, in like July, I worked it out. It was like $160 an hour we make. 24 hours an effing day.
So I calculated it earlier, and assuming he makes that every single month, him and his wife, it's like $1.4 million a month from recruiting people into their downline. That's outrageous. I can't believe it. And he's talking to the team of one of his direct recruits, and I bet you 98% of them are not even breaking even and are going into debt. And they're sitting here listening to this person who's been in the business for like 7 years talk about how he's a millionaire.
60. How stupid is that? No, honestly, like, that is overcompensated. But that is a byproduct, you guys. It's a byproduct of patience, grit, showing up when I didn't effing feel like it, right? Having a standard of excellence in my business and how I operate. If I didn't know something, yeah, everyone's like 160 times 24 times 730. Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid number, guys.
We know it's stupid. You don't need to sit there bragging to people who are barely breaking even and going into debt every single month to make it so you can maintain your $1 million a year salary. We know it's stupid. You can stop making everyone on the call feel bad. And he's saying that his stupid paycheck is a result of grit, determination, developing a standard of excellence for his business. We know that's not true. He started the business in I don't remember exactly, 2015-ish. And his wife, who is now number 3 in the entire network, was the first coach of his. And so having a top 10 coach in his direct downline, he is going to be making huge amounts of money just off of her alone. We learned previously that coaches make money every time their strong leg and weak leg has 200 personal volume points and 100. He's probably making the maximum amount of $12,000 a week for the team cycle bonus. And we know that every time his direct recruit of his cycles, he makes money off of that too. So he's probably already making 12 grand a week. And then he's making huge amounts of money off of every time his wife cycles and every time every single direct recruit cycles. So that's why he is making money, because he was able to get into Beachbody at a time when not a lot of people knew about the harms of Beachbody. There was less research, less testimony available. When it was easier to recruit, He got in at the right time. He was able to recruit people quickly and quickly climb his way up the ladder. He's trying to make it seem like anyone on this call can just duplicate what he did and get to that level too. And we know it's impossible.
And I'm only telling you this because, like, ask yourself, after some of you have done the math, ask yourself, would 5% of that help? If you could make $10 an hour doing this 24 hours a day for just like residual income, how cool would that be? Right? To add.
We know it would be cool for anyone to make that much money every single day, but you know, sir, that that's never going to happen because people at the bottom of the pyramid in your downline have to be losing money for you to be making money. So I think it's very manipulative that these top coaches just sit there and say, can you imagine if you made this amount or that amount? Can you imagine if you were able to pay for your kids' education as a way to pull on their heartstrings and their emotions to think, oh, well, he's doing it, so I can do it too. I can make $160 an hour every hour, 24 hours a day. I can do it too, when we know that it's impossible.
To your family's bottom line, to give you other opportunities, to give your kids other opportunities. My kids' education is paid for a long time ago. Like, and I don't know if they're going to go to college. I'm not at like.
And now preying on the worry that a lot of parents have about whether they can pay for their kids' education. You joining Beachbody now, you're not going to be able to pay for your kids' education. You're just not. It's impossible.
Like, I think times change, but like there are, and you know, we've done renovations on our house, but we're not out buying Lambos. Like, that's not how we live, you know.
You're so relatable, sir.
I'm trying to invest in things and stuff like that, but I need you to understand the residual income part. And guys, there's two key components to this. Most of that income, you guys, is organizational income. It's team volume. It's not.
Duh, we know that. We know that if you're in Beachbody, you're not going to make a reasonable, decent living just selling. So thank you for stating the obvious.
Us, you know, spending an hour in a chat with someone, selling them a challenge pack as a client, which is hugely important, and that's part of this process. But that is residual income. That's team volume, guys. Okay? And here's the other cool part about this business, and
that's all I wanted to listen to, is just a few minutes, and then he's going to go in to talk about how, unlike when you franchise a business, you don't have his paycheck doesn't come from your specific paycheck, and you're not paying the people above you, even though you technically are when you're meeting your personal volume requirements. He's getting a cut of every single thing you buy in Beachbody. So yes, you're not technically writing Jamie and Kim Fitzpatrick a check, but they make money off of every little thing you do. And so you are making the money directly. And it's so funny in MLMs, they like to demonize the 9-to-5 in Beachbody especially. And like, don't you want to work for yourself and be your own boss and not make the people at the top rich? But in MLM, that's literally what you're doing, because every time you buy something, you're contributing to this man's volume on his weak or his strong leg. And you're helping him cycle, you're helping him get a matching bonus if you're under one of his direct recruits and you're bringing in a lot of volume. So you are making him rich, you are making Carl Deichler rich. It's even more so making the people above you rich than in any other industry, because everything you do is directly connected to his paycheck. So that's all I wanted to talk about with this video. I'd love to hear what you think below about the amount of money a top Beachbody coach can make just off of recruiting hundreds of people and making sure they meet their personal volume requirements. So that's all I have, and I'll see you next time. Bye.